Well, hello, babies. Good evening, good afternoon, good morrow, good morning. How are you doing? Hi, my sweeties, my schmookums, my babies, my lovers, my pickles, my pumpkin nuts. Hi, my little turkey legs. How are you? I figured I'd do a little something different and show you how I cleanse my space prior to a little reading. So let's get it, huh? I'm kidding. Yes, let's get that smoke in here. All right. Okay, let's get into it. Shall we? I am a little chaotic. I will not lie. You know, I'm a welder, so, I just like fire. and meth, apparently. I kid. I kid. All right. So I'm going to do a career, work, how you make money kind of message. If you're down, if you're into it, if you're about it, okay? Hell, shoot, dang. I gotta put my light bulb away though. Let's get into it. So the song I got on shuffle. Oh, this is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Whenever you find it is the right time, because it is timeless, babies. Also, thank you for being here. Please use your own discernment and intuition. Don't make it fit if it ain't yours, okay? And tie a string to it so you don't have to go to the ER. All right, so the song I got on shuffle here is Heavy by the Glorious Sons. Come heavy or don't come at all. You leave your peace at home, that's your call. It never paid to be merciful. Come heavy or don't come at all. Been here before and watched a better man fall. I smell the fear on you, boy. Come heavy or don't come at all. I will put you down, I will put you down, I will put you down for king and for country. I will put you down if the grave's what you're in need. You ain't a comrade or a friend, I ain't a brother, it's a means to an end. In times of war, we live in hell. You can't trust a man in war with himself. Ooh. I'll be the last breath you breathe. I'll be the last man you'll see. I'm gonna cut you at your knees, boy. Come heavy or don't come at all. Are you ready? I'm coming heavy. Are you ready to let it all go? Are you ready? I'm coming heavy. Are you ready to let it all go? Leave your peace at home, that's your call. It never paid to be merciful. Okay. So I'm seeing this as especially because when I was doing a little pre-shuffle, we got our little Ace of Wands here. And so there's like a new beginning, a new creative pursuit, a new, just like you might just be reinvigorated and more passionate about your work. And with like the sirens going off in the distance, that's like you waking up and like, it's almost like there's like a sense of urgency, like you're stepping more into your purpose and understanding more of like what you're about and who you are, even just in your day-to-day. Like you wake up and you're like, I know who I am. And especially with this song, like I will put you down for king and country. Like you're finding your purpose and you're stepping more into that and becoming more powerful. And the album cover for this is like some dude's like hand, like they're working hands and they're like crossed like this. They're, just hard, dirty working hands, And I'm seeing that as like, you're not afraid to be seen for exactly who you are, whether you got dirt under your nails, or, you know, to the next day where you're clean cut and a sharp dressed man. Ooh, since that came to mind, I'm going to look that up. Every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. Lyrics, give me the lyrics, please. Clean shirt, new shoes, and I don't know where I'm going to. Silk suit, black tie, I don't need a reason why. They come a running just as fast as they can, 'cause every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. Gold watch, diamond ring, I ain't missing not a single thing. Cuff links, stick pin, when I step out, I'm gonna do you in. They come a running just as fast as they can, 'cause every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. Top coat, top hat, I don't worry 'cause my wallet's fat, bitch. Okay, now we know where it's going with that Ace of Wands popping out. You gonna be flexing. Ooh, bitch. But I don't worry 'cause my wallet's fat. Black shades, white gloves, looking sharp, looking for love. They come a running just as fast as they can, 'cause every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. All right. Let's go further into that. So I'm definitely getting like dressed for the part. If you like put in or requested like a raise or promotion, you're for sure getting it. And especially like with that sharp dress, because you're being seen as like your coat, like you're being seen as like someone that does extra. Like I ain't missing not a single thing. You pay attention to the details. You might be one of those people, like, say you work in the back of a kitchen and you never get seen. You do dishes or something, but you always like be smelling good. You always make sure you're clean, your clothes are clean when you come into work, and you do your hair. Like, you don't, even though you're not seen by anyone, you I had 1726. I was just called to look at it, so that might be significant. But you're being seen as like, even though you're not seen by like customers or really anyone at work besides like the couple people that you work with, or you know, maybe you work from home or you have your own business and you're not like really out there a lot, but you have it all. You have like, you're very well put together. Even if you don't feel it, you're perceived as that. You smelling good, looking good. And just your skill and your like effort is like seen as like high quality, especially with come heavy or don't come at all. I'm coming heavy. It never paid to be merciful. So I'm like seeing, I'm hearing like Killer Queen, just like, she spoke just like a baroness. I'm definitely getting like Queen of Swords energy, like super sharp, like quick wit. You have, and what I'm getting a lot is like, you may stay quiet or to yourself a lot, so people like think that you're like shy or something, and then you pop out with like some crazy quick wit, like whether it's like a joke or like you were the only person paying attention in a meeting, or you know, however it is, or your client like thought you weren't like listening or paying attention, and you were just the way you pop out is like super surprising. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna use a different deck. Oh my. Oh, and we have the Ten of Swords upright. Here we go. We're going there, huh? Aren't we? Aren't we now? So, like, your enemies have, like, tried to pick you apart, because, like, see how this dude's, like, chopped up and, like, stabbed in every part of itself? They try to pick you apart, and, like, it's just, like, there's nothing to it, because, like I said, like, you're, like, so put together, and you have your, like, you pay attention, you have that quick wit, you're sharp, you're fast, you're, like, bam, bam, bam. And they've you may have like held back a lot of times, or you just like don't feel the need to like express your intellect or anything of the sort. Like, just when necessary, you don't feel the need to be like, I'm the smartest person in the room, pay attention to me, I need to like, the siren's going off in the distance, you know, pay attention to me. You don't need to make the like siren sounds, or, you know, like have a megaphone. I am projecting my voice because I want to feel important. You're not like that. Even though like you have like nothing to say, like those people, like you don't feel the need to do that. So all the other people that like need to project their voice or like just be over the top to like show off that they're, you know, I am important, pay attention to me, I am the smartest person in the room. You never do that, so people think like you're shy, you're maybe slow, or like it takes you a long time to like digest things, or like you don't keep up, like they think you're like daydreaming, or just not focused or not paying attention, but it's like you actually are. You're just like don't feel the need to like listen to me, pay attention to me, I know what I'm doing, I'm hanging out. You don't need that. You let people talk, you let them do their thing, and you kind of see through the bullshit anyway of like what these other people are doing. You don't feel the need to like, I'm getting there's like a lot of people, like say if you're like at a skilled trade, or you know, like editors or something, I see like a group of people coming together and being like, oh, well, I did this many welds today, I did this many, I edited this many sheets, pages, whatever you're doing. Or, you know, I like if it's like a big dick contest, and like, you know, they're all like, yeah, you know, those are, they all like try to pull you into the bullshit, and you're just like, nah, I'm good, I did my work today. Or you don't even indulge, you just like pretend that you have had like your music on or something, or you're on the phone, or you actually are, like you genuinely just don't give a shit. And these people think that like you're like bad at your job, or you're embarrassed or anything like that, but it's like you just don't care. And and so I'm seeing this, like, whether this has happened or it will happen, is with the Heavy song by the Glorious Sons. Ooh, so since I'm yawning, people have tried to like put more work on you, more burdens on you, try to make you like tired, exhausted, like add stress to your job, or like purposely like slack to where like they know that you have like, they think that you might be like insecure or something, or you know, they just see that you do like all of your work, and like you want to make sure everything's done right, so like you'll pick up the slack and stuff. So they've like purposely done stuff like that, or like added, you know, say you have to like file these, each of you get a stack of like 10 files that you have to go through, and they'll purposely like the whole group of, you know, the fuck boys, fuck girls, like meathead, like bro, how much did you get done today, like those type of people, they will all like go in, and like they're like, yeah, so we're gonna take one of our files and go put it on there, so like they have like an extra big stack, so like, you know, we look better. And they're all like just weird like backstabby stuff with that ten of swords. Just like, yeah, bro, we're gonna go do those files. Like, we're gonna get them. And they like try to keep you like exhausted, tired, and you're like, damn, like this is, oh, that's weird, you know, whatever. Like, you just do the work. And meanwhile, so it's, leave your peace at home, that's your call. And never paid to be merciful. Come heavy or don't come at all. Been here before and watched a better man fall. I smell the fear on you, boy. Come heavy or don't come at all. So like, they're doing this out of fear because they sense that you're like a hardworking person. They've seen, but it's like this weird, like unconscious thing where, I'm gonna close this window. It's freezing me now. They have this like fear that you're better than them, that you could, and it's all unconscious, that you could like take their job. They just see something within you, which it's the truth. They see the truth. They see that you're a heavy hitter, and you know, you're the sharp dressed man. You've got it all together. You're all together. You put pride and quality into everything you do, even if it's, you know, I don't know, cleaning toilets or whatever, you know, like you don't skip anything. You pay attention to the details, even if it's some fuck off job that you have like in the meantime before like this other job goes through or something of the sort. Even there, or you know, you've got like a side hustle because you have your business, and then you know, you're doing a little like freaking Instacart or something, you know, like there's people that are like, you run into and they're just like jealous. They see something within you, and they see like your quality. And it could even be just like, especially if you're doing like delivery driving and stuff, these people at like the restaurants and whatever, they have like this, like they're like irked by you, and they want to make it like difficult on you, so they like might like fuck up the order on purpose to like make you look bad, or like to where you have to like, you leave with the order, and then they're like, oh wait, come back, you forgot something. And it's like purposeful to like make it more difficult for you, and you're like, damn, like dude, what the fuck? Because then, you know, you're later, you're running longer, so it looks like you're just like bad at your job, but you're actually like doing the most, and you're doing a good job. And with this, I smell better, been here before and watched a better man fall. I smell the fear on you, boy. There's people like watching you, you know, because whether you know it or not, like, even if it's really easy to pay attention and be like, man, everyone's against me, like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just so sick of it. Like, the sabotage, the bullshit. I saw 1818 there on the timer. That might be significant. And I'm seeing that new beginning is in money, times 2. Double the pleasure, double the fun. And yeah, like, so it's easy to pay attention to like these people that are, you know, the against you, sabotaging, being just lame ass bros, like fucking lames, man. Just being like, just talking shit, running their necks, like gossiping little twats. just being shitheads, just being immature shitheads. But there's actually like people that are like, you know, that are also heavy hitters. They're like important, like say it's your boss, or someone's like looking to start a business, or like, you know, come into like have a business partnership or something of the sort. There's people watching you, and they see, been here before and watched a better man fall. They're like witnessing that your strength and they're seeing it all. They're seeing all the bullshit, and they're about to bring a, you know, a tornado, a hurricane to these people. I'm just seeing like really intense winds, or like dynamite pulling something down, like taking a building down, because they see that they're like, yeah, I've seen someone, you know, that I thought was better, and you're just like killing it, you know. And these people that, these hater ass haters or insecure people, are just trying to make you look bad at your job however they can. If you like messed up an order or something, they like go run to your boss and like tattle on you, like, oh my god, they did this. Or, you know, like in my instance, since I'm a welder and I get my welds x-rayed, it'd be like someone going and being like, oh yeah, they look how many welds they failed or something, you know, just pointing it out. Or like with the instance of the bros leaving, like, you know, having all those files and all that paperwork that needed to be done, and they're like sending it to you, like leaving it on your like desk, or, you know, whatever, putting it in your computer, like with the shared work. They're like going to the boss, or, you know, someone important, and saying like, oh, like, look at, like, they're just taking forever, can you believe that, like, should I go help them? And like, you know, you know, I'm a team player, and, you know, just being like over the top, like super obvious, gross. And what I'm getting is, yo, I didn't even pay attention to this. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They're trying to slow you down, like get you stagnated, just sabotage you in any way to make you like look like you're slow and like bad at your job, and like you don't get anything done. They may falsify like stuff, and or they like give you like, you know, file example, they don't give you all of the paperwork, or like say you needed to put like receipts for a purchase order together for a certain job, and they don't give you all the receipts, so there's like shit missing. They like shredded it on purpose, and just like making it really ridiculous. So then like, say you have like, if you're doing like having to keep track of like where all the money's going for a job, and they make it to where you have to like go drive like an hour to the place where you have to get another receipt, because they're like, oh well, we don't, you know, like just making it ridiculously hard. Like they couldn't just send it over, like they only do like printed receipt, you know, it's just some old school shit. And they're just making it hard, like, oh yeah, look, they just can't keep anything together, like I should probably go teach them a few things, like just doing that type of stuff. You know, I'm gonna offer to go help them to, you know, show them how to weld, you know, like just stuff like that. Or like if you're like a barber, they'll like make sure that your clippers like drain out, or, you know, just some weird stuff. Or like they mislabel your bottles of sprays and aftershaves and stuff that you put on your client, and you accidentally put like barbicide on the fucking client instead of aftershave. Like they're just doing like over the top, like dangerous, like super fucked up shit. And it doesn't have to be as extreme, but like I'm getting, there's a lot of them that are just like so fearful of their like their job being taken, or, you know, them being seen as not as good, that they're going to these extreme, just almost illegal, depending on, you know, where it's at, like limits, or like extreme instances, actions, to make you look bad, and to slow you down, make you look like you're slow, like, oh, you know, man, can you believe that, like, and they ask for a raise, like that's what they're saying, like they're just like over the top, like, and they're pointing it out, they're talking shit to you, like your boss and that type of stuff, just trying to sabotage in any sort of way. And it's so weird, like, because they're fearful, they see your ability, they know that you're like, with that sharp dressed man, they know you pay attention to detail, you put your whole self into everything you do, even if, you know, say you're oh, I don't know, you're like doing I can't remember the word, I want to say apprenticeship, but it's not. It's like something, it's a different word. Someone can help me out there. We'll say apprenticeship for now because I can't think of the other word I wanted to use. Intern. You're an intern. Yes, that's the word I wanted. Like you're an intern to like learn something, and the other interns are like in like, because you do your own research, you like go over the top, you have your own, like I'm seeing like somebody, they made like notes when no one else would. They're like, oh well, this is like easy stuff, and like you're making notes and like taking like writing down names and numbers of clients, and you're like color coded it, like you're over the top about it, or you're just like keeping track of shit that other people don't, or you know, you're remembering little, say you have to like go talk to a client or a potential client, and you remember that you're like, okay, I remember they were wearing this certain cologne, they had this watch, you know, you take down like little, you remember like their favorite foods and just little things like that. You're going over the top, remembering like to make people feel important, and just because you're putting 110% of yourself into this job, whatever it is. And the other people that are, you know, quote unquote in competition with you, 1983 could be significant. Whatever, like people that are in quote unquote competition, it really ain't a competition. You're the best simply because you're the sharp dressed man, and you're like a heavy hitter here, and they think they have you over. They think that they've slowed you down, or that their like shit is working, but in fact, like there are people like that are watching this whole thing go down, and it could be even like the clients, they're like, this is kind of giving me weird fishy vibes, like I'm feeling like I might pull out this whole deal if, you know, this is the kind of people that they, you know, are training or whatever. They're like, you know, we're, you know, they're seeing these people for who they are, the right people are, and they're observing this whole thing. And they're like, you know, they're smelling it out. They're like, this smells fishy. Like, I'm gonna investigate. Interesting. So we have the Five of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Six of Cups both in reverse. I'm seeing that as like they're pleased because maybe they, especially with that fish being in the cup and the octopus on his leg, they're like, yeah, this smells kind of fishy. I think I'm gonna investigate a little further. And whether this is like the client or boss, you know, whatever, they do a little more investigating. It's an important person. They have, and I'm getting that they listen to their intuition, they listen to their gut instinct. They don't speak on it or let people know that they like are sensitive and tuned in to like underlying energy and being able to like pick up on shit, or like read the room without, you know, really, they're able to walk in and like feel what's happening beneath the surface, versus like these masks that they're putting on and these little games that they're doing. They can smell it out and like feel beneath it, and they're like, and they're almost, I'm seeing it as they're happy because with this Five of Cups in reverse with the Six of Cups, they're happy because this may have been going on for a while, and they've only like ever sensed that sort of like backstabby, greasy, underhanded, like just like fearful lack mindset type of stuff, where it's like, oh, we need to play dirty to win, essentially. And it's interesting because when I was getting a tattoo yesterday, one of the people at the tattoo shop was talking about how like back in the day, like old school tattoo shops, like if you put up a tattoo shop like within like a certain radius of another tattoo shop that has been established and been there for a while, they would go like burn the building down and like blow it up, or and do all kinds of sabotage, or like go beat the fuck out of you, and be like, you're on my turf, you know, you need to go further away, you know, whatever. They would sabotage you in that way because it was like a thing, like you don't put up other business, the same business within a radius, because that's competition and I'll fuck your ass up if you're gonna fuck with my money. And it was that lack mentality, that fearfulness of like, oh well, you can't take this job away from me, I need this. And they're seeing that you're different, this person that's like can read the energy, and you know, this important person, whether it's client, boss, you know, just someone that's going to have your back and is a heavy hitter, like they can make money moves for you. And you know, whether, you know, it could be just a potential business partner or something, they smell it out, they smell it, like it says, I smell the fear on you, boy, come heavy or don't come at all. They're come real or don't come at all. And they're like, wow, okay, you're being witnessed as you are completely different, you are real, you're honest, you take pride in your work, you don't need to do any underhanded bullshit, because you know your truth stands, you know, the test of any other bullshit, other masks and stuff like that, because you know that the truth will always come forth, it will always come out. And they're liking it, they're happy because it's different, it's unique, it's like a breath of fresh air. We have the King of Wands. Yeah, you're being seen as like this, your leadership material, you're confident, and you may know or may not know that these people are sabotaging, but you don't do anything because you're like, well, if it's not for me, then it's not for me. And the truth always comes out. I know that if I'm living in my truth, being honest, dedicated to what I'm doing, then I don't have to worry about this shit. I don't have to worry about them trying to make me look bad, slower, lazy, whatever. Like I'm seeing, maybe there's some people that like you get to like choose the time you get to like come in or something, like as long as you get your work done. You may choose like a different time than everybody else, because they like, you know, they're all trying to like impress, like it's, I'm seeing like this competition thing, they're all trying to impress, so they like go over each other to like, oh, I'm the first person there, I'm the, you know, whatever, you were late, and they're just like kiss assy and like bring the boss like coffee and stuff, and just super like just freaking licking their buttholes, you know. And you don't feel the need to do that, you just show up on time or whatever you think is appropriate. You may be like extra early or something, like, but it's like, I'm just seeing it's a different, like you do something different, like your routine is different, your ritual is different, and you don't feel the need to like do what they're doing because it doesn't work for you, and you know that you work better by doing, just following your own little ritual, your own little routine. And these people see that you're like, okay, well, it's okay, so that's what it is, you're being creative about it, you're being creative, like you're like, well, I know what works best for me, I know what time I work better, and when I'm gonna be the most like efficient, like I need to have my little ritual, my little daily ritual or whatever it is. And it's different than these other people, because they're like, oh well, I need to do this but better, and like they're just in competition with each other. And in fact, because they're so obsessed with watching each other, they actually don't get as much work done, or like they're too like concerned about like sabotaging each other and everything else, or just you, that they like skip on stuff because they want to be the fastest or whatever, and they like over look things and mess up quite a bit. I mean, it's nothing like super bad for the most part, but that I'm getting anyway, but it's just, it's obvious, like these little mistakes, like the boss may have to fix, and doesn't say anything because like, they're new, or you know, whatever, they just give them an excuse, they're like, whatever. But it's being made obvious that you don't skip stuff. You have your ritual, you've created this, like, it may be slower, quote unquote slower, but you have less like repairs. Here I go thinking about welding again. Like things to fix, revising, that type of thing. You don't have to go back, and there's no double work there. When I worked in the operating room, it's like you plan on where you put something, and so you only move it once, so you're more efficient. That's like, what you're doing. You're pulling in like other, like, say, you have hobbies, you've played sports or whatever, you pull in like stuff you learned from those things into what you do now. You're not just like learning from the people that have worked there forever. Like you're doing that, but you're also like pulling in your own knowledge from other things. And that's like making you more desirable, more seen as like, damn, that's a sharp dressed man. Like that's like, you have gold watch, diamond ring, I ain't missing not a single thing. Like every single little thing is in place, and they're seeing it like, damn, okay, damn. Whether you go above and beyond, but like for what you think is necessary. You're not thinking like, oh, well, what will make me look good? And you're not doing it with a underlying motive. You're just doing it because you're like, okay, if I was the client or the customer or whatever, or whatever, if I was on the other side of this, I would want this. And you're not doing it to be like, yes, I'm simply the best. And there's not like a cockiness to it. It's just like you're very thorough. And you're being seen as that. Oh man. Gold watch, diamond ring. So, which is really great because we have the death card that fell directly on the Six of Cups, and that's like, this is the Scorpio card, so which is perfect because we're in Scorpio season. I just love the death card. I'm about it. And there, since it fell on that Six of Cups in reverse, they're seeing it as like, this is completely different. This is like, I've never seen something like this. Like, we had the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're being heavily watched, observed, spied, stalked by everyone. Not just your little saboteurs. You're the people, the heavy hitter people. And they are seeing like, damn, yo, this is some shit. I did get the Star card in reverse. That's showing these like saboteurs, the little haters, the people that are like just in that lack mindset and fearful and insecure. They're obviously seriously watching, but they're starting to notice like you're gaining momentum in the way you do your work, and stuff like that. Like it's things are building up. You may have been on the slower end or like hidden, or like you're the sleeper. You're the sleeper essentially. Like you've been in the back of the pack, slower, whatever, but it was for a reason. You weren't just like trying to be the fastest immediately. You're like, no. I have to learn everything before I can and understand everything and how it all works. Then I can pull it together and start finding ways to do it efficiently. I need to be thorough first. All of the, gold watch, diamond ring, I ain't missing not a single thing. Cuff links. Everything must be in order. I must understand every little aspect of this and be spot on, top tier, because we have the Ace of Swords here, like precision, surgical, sharp, just quick. Like I'm just seeing like very precise. I need to be very precise and understand every single little detail, so I'm not circling around and doing the things over and over again and having to go back and fix my mistakes. I want to make sure I'm doing it right the first time. So that made you a little slower. But with this death card being on the Six of Cups, oh shit, especially with like the dude on the back of the horse, he's got the coins on his eyes, you know, because the Reaper's taken him. You're like something completely different. And especially, like, it's very interesting with this card because there's a barren field in the background. You know, they thought, like, and that's like kind of like once harvest is done, like everything gets tilled, and you know, that's what they were seeing, is like this barren field. They weren't seeing what could bear fruit there, your ops, if you will. And now, because they're seeing that you're bearing fruit, you're kicking up momentum, you have put them in the trash can, essentially. They're dead, you know. And what I'm getting is because they had just money on their mind. Yes, you're there for money too, but you also just have this morals, these ethics, this drive to just simply put your best into it, everything that you do, even if it's a fuck off job, just in the meantime between you know, your career or whatever, you still do your best. And you're being heavily observed and watched and stalked and by everyone, and they're all starting to see that you're gaining momentum. And with this Ace of Swords here, it's interesting. So it's like telling a story. Like, we started with the Ace of Wands, and oh shit. Okay, so like, yeah, you've had this like energy because you wanted to like be faster. Like, you have the goal to be better, the best, you know, whatever it is you're doing, you want to be better. You push yourself, whether you're an artist, the musician, whatever, you push yourself. And so you always have that like new beginning, new start wherever you go with that Ace of Wands. And then to the Ten of Swords, there was all this sabotage. To the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is like they slowed you down, or there was the illusion that you were slowed down. To the Five of Cups in reverse is like, okay, you're finally being seen as this incredible, like, they're like, I'm seeing that as like the proud smirk from somebody, like with this Seven of Swords, like spying on you. Like, I'm seeing like someone from up above, like like spying, like a sniper, and I'm just seeing like this little smirk, like this proud smirk of like, damn, all right, that's something different. Like with that Six of Cups in reverse after that, they're like, damn, that's something different. And then we have the King of Wands after that. Damn, they're confident, they're creative, they have this new fire energy within them, but also they're skilled and mature and have mastery over themselves. And they're, you know, you might be seen as creative, but you're also seen as a great leader, and you're not like flighty like the Knight of Wands would be. And then you have the Star here in reverse, and people are being like, oh, so my wish fulfillment of sabotaging this person isn't happening, and this death that I tried to cause for them, you know, ending whatever, didn't work. In fact, you know, it's like associated with like the shedding of a snake skin or the phoenix rising. It has to completely disintegrate or be, you know, completely barren. And, you know, it's like burning a field or whatever to, like, you know, the forest like gets burned down or whatever, and it looks bad, and like there's nothing gonna come of it. But then suddenly it's like green and blossoming through all of the sabotage and, you know, endings. From death comes new life. And then you're being seen here as the truth. That is the truth. You can't be, you just used this energy and regenerated yourself, and you just got better and better. This was your plan all along, but people were seeing it as like, oh, I thought I ended them, you know, all this stuff. they couldn't end it. I love that, because then it ends with like, you're the truth. You're seen as precise, clear-minded, sharp, new sharp ideas, especially with the Ace of Wands beginning and the Ace of Swords. You're combining them of the quick wit but the creativity. So you're like the perfect mix of a person, because not only are you like sharp and logical and detailed, and you know, you have that like cold, calculating part of yourself. You're also like a creative artist, you know, childlike, energetic. You're open to like letting things be messy so you can create something from it. So you're both. You're like the perfect fit, and you're being seen as that, because you know, you're into the details, but you can also see the big picture. You can zoom in or zoom out. You have that ability, and you are being seen as something completely different. I've never seen this before with that Five of Cups in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. You're completely different, and it's like invigorating and refreshing. These people are like, whoa. Even like, even your ops, honestly, like, yeah, let's get further into like how you're seen, like what archetypes, because the important people are seeing you for who you are, and they're like, that's what's up. Like, damn, okay. And they may actually, like, if they're, you know, say it's like your boss, or this, you know, more quote unquote more seasoned person than you at whatever you're doing, they're learning from you, because you're bringing that new fire, that Ace of Wands, King of Wands energy to it. Like, you have, even though you're like not as seasoned as this other person, you have this like creativity and new fire to it, to where you're teaching them stuff because you're like willing to experiment and try different things. Or you've like, you know, because you had, maybe it seemed like you were a slow learner or something of the sort, but it was because you were getting every single detail, every single part of the puzzle. You know, it's like understanding all the different parts of a machine to understand how the whole thing works, and then you can add high performance to it, parts to it. You need to know what all is happening, and before you add the high performance speed to it. And that's what you were doing. You were learning all the different moving parts, and you know, you were essentially the sleeper the whole time, because you had a plan. That's how you operate, because you take pride in your work and you want to be the best. You want to be, and not, or you want to be your best. You're not like, I'm just not getting that you're like hardcore out to like get them or anything of the sort like they are, but you want to be your best, and you're basically competing with yourself. You're like, the real the way I can be the best is by being my own competition. And that's, you know that, because if you start looking at someone else's work and stuff like that, that's when you start slipping up. That's when you start fucking up. And you just know that. And I'm getting a lot of you had that with like siblings and stuff, or, you know, you weren't the favorite, you were the black sheep. Like, your sibling was the pleaser. They looked at what you did and tried to do better. They wanted to be the favorite, because you had conditionally loving parents where, well, only if you're the high performance, high achiever, or you do something really remarkable, that's when I'll love you. And so that you were taught, well, you and your sibling were both experiencing the same thing, but took it from different ways. You know, it could have just been friends as well, you know, if you didn't have siblings or anything of the sort, but I'm definitely getting that. What archetype are you in right now? Nice. We have companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So I'm seeing that as like these heavy hitter people, like the boss, you know, that type of thing. They're like, damn, I want to be like around that person. I'm kind of getting, they may want to be your friend as well, because they're like, I keep getting that like little, like, I'm seeing a sniper, looking through their scope down at you, like, so like it's like a secret watching kind of sneaky stuff almost, because they don't want you to. I'm seeing that this person is very strategic on how they watch people, so they think that like they're good at watching people in a way that makes so people don't know they're watching. They're very good at that. So these people that are like sabotaging you and stuff like that, they think the boss isn't watching or whoever isn't watching the client. So they think they're getting away with it, but there's been eyes on them the whole time. Just as you've been watched, thinking that you haven't been watched, but you're just doing your damn thing. This person is like in their little scope, up from the high rise, looking down through their scope at you, doing just like with this like proud smirk. They have a gun on you, but they're like, I'll fire your ass anytime, no problem. But it's like, I get that these people like don't have a problem with cutting people off, or like they're not, this is weird, okay? That they're not like afraid to like fire people or get rid of people or whatever. They just enjoy like seeing how far people will be on some bullshit. Like they're like amused by it. So and just because they want to see, they like to watch like they might be into hunting or something. It's like tracking animals. Because I'm seeing like watching their behaviors, like almost like those shows on like Animal Planet or whatever, the nature shows where they're watching the animals like rituals and how they act. This person's like amused by that. And so they might be like super, like kind of that trickster energy. But I'm also getting that they're like really compassionate. They're like, yeah, they're dumbass humans. Like, come on, we've all done it. They're very self-aware that like they fucked up, and like they can laugh at their mistakes, and so they like see like these people doing the same thing. Like they're very aware. So I'm getting this person is like very spiritually developed, or just emotionally developed at least. They may not be on like that spiritual path, but at least they've done like some sort of self-reflection, that type of thing. Like it may not have been like an intentional spiritual path, but they do the work, and they're very I'm just getting that they're like amused, and it's like watching animals, like their habits, their rituals, their, yeah, just like the reason why we would watch like a show about like animals doing it. Like that's what that person's getting. I can't quite like put it in words other than that, but they're like amused. And so that's why they're like, they let this go on. And I'm seeing this person is also extremely very strategic, and they don't like making decisions like too quick, because they want to see like the whole picture as well. They can oh shit, okay, that's what it is. They see, so they're a very like special person, just like that, where it's like you can zoom in and zoom out. Like you have different parts of yourself, just as like you can be cold, calculating, and clinical, but you can also be like a creative, messy, like mad scientist also. So that's why that person likes you so much, and is like through the scope of the sniper scope, they're like, yeah, that's what's up. Like they recognize your it factor, your je ne sais quoi, they recognize it. You have that thing that cannot be, you can't be boxed in. You're different, you're weird, it's something that hasn't been witnessed before, and they like it because they have that as well. They have that ability to be very, just like I was saying, detailed, and then zoom out and see the big picture. They have that all, and I'm seeing that they want to be like friends with you or companions with you. Some of them, they might actually have like a little crush on you too. Because it's, I don't know, I'm not seeing it as like anything weird or creepy. It's just like, damn, Like, I respect the shit out of that person. Like, yeah, like, it's just like this admiration, because they recognize, it's like you like the qualities you like within yourself, and you meet somebody that has those, you're like, that's a cool ass person, high five. We like the same music, you know, that type of stuff. It's like, oh shit, we like the same thing, how about that? That's cool, that's cool, that's badass. And so we got the Destroyer in reverse, and that's intoxication with destructive powers, destroying others' dreams or potential. So they're seeing exactly, just like I said, this person likes to watch people, and like, you know, it's I'm seeing like somebody like watching an ant farm, or, you know, just the reason why you would go to the zoo and watch what little weird things that these animals do. They just enjoy observing, and like they recognize that, you know, we all have our shadow side and we all have our light side, and they're seeing that like your shadow side isn't like, you have like control over it, and you know how to like properly wield it. And they're also like witnessing these people like straight up trying to destroy you at any cost. And since it is in reverse, I'm seeing that volcano like not erupting. Like, you have control over your emotions. You're not letting this affect you. You're like, these people are freaks. And just like with this heavy song, I put you down in the graves where you need. You ain't a comrade or a friend. I ain't a brother. It's a means to an end. Like, it's just a job. I ain't here to make friends. If you're gonna be on some fuck shit, I'm not gonna be your friend. You know, you're open to making companions and stuff like that, just like you would anywhere else. But you aren't there to just, oh, I hope everybody likes me. You're not. You're there because you have that hard ass work ethic. And you're seen as the seeker. We have the seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. You were able to find the oasis in the desert while these people were trying to like sabotage you and stuff. And you've been witnessed through all of this. You've been watched because this person's like up above, you know, whether it's like them watching you on cameras or just like through, you know, say you have a platform, you're the media creator for your job, whatever. Okay, so I'm yawning. Somebody like watches you in the middle of the night, so they may like check out your social media, that type of stuff. They're also just seeing you as like your willingness to put like all of your energy into like what is necessary, and just to make it like how I said, like your willingness, people knew that you would do the extra work, even if you saw like, hey, why is my stack bigger than yours? Like, you would still do it because you're like, fuck it, we need to get the job done. Like, I don't care. Like, my ego is like not gonna get in the way of just me just doing the damn job. We need to get this done. You can see the bigger picture and put your ego and like anger and shit aside. Like, you have the control over yourself, and you can find the oasis within the desert. Like, while they're trying to sabotage you and all that shit, you're very good at regenerating energy even when you're like exhausted. Like, you might get a little tired, but then you can, I feel like yawning again. I was thinking about yawning and it made me yawn. And just with that, like sometimes when you yawn, you just like feel less like groggy after. So like you're able to find like ways to regenerate your energy, whether it's like you go take a nap in your car, or you know, you put a song on. You have these little tricks and tips and rituals because you've been paying attention. You know, like you have this like whole little mad scientist plan of how you make your shit work, how you're on your game all the fucking time. Even like you're sick as shit, you know, shitting your brains out, like you can still do your job if you need to. And you've been seen as that. and you continue to learn. You have this humbleness of like, I don't know it all. I want to keep learning. And you still have that like connection to that beginner mindset. Even if you are like super seasoned at what you do, you're still always learning and improving, because you know that it never stops. Just as you do the spiritual work, it never stops. The shadow work never stops. The undoing of programming never stops, until you're gone, until you're off of the 3D plane. So, and you bring that in to your work. You're like, this never stops. Even if I've been doing this for how long, I still know I could be better. I could be a better team player. I could be do this. I could be that. Just like you bring all of your life experience, whether it's what you've learned at church or learned in preschool or whatever, learned from playing sports, a cooking class, even yoga. You're bringing all this stuff into your career, and that's making you this heavy hitter, the sharp dressed man, if you will, just being seen as the shit. And you don't have this lack mindset of, oh, well, you know, because top coat, top hat, but I don't worry because my wallet's fat. Black shades, white gloves, looking sharp, looking for love. And I'm seeing the white gloves as like someone just being like, okay, it is clean. You are allowed to leave. You know, they're very impressed. Like this person, boss, whatever, client, whatever, that's like very like just different. Like, you know, I'm gonna be honest, like this person's a weirdo. Like not in like the bad way. Like they're just so different, just as you are. Like you stand out. This person does too. I saw 1818 on my clock. Oh, so twice I've seen that. Yeah. So this person's like really weird, just as you are. Like they stand out. They see this, and so they go behind. They may like go after, and like even if it's like say it's a client and they don't even need to be going through stuff that they're going through. They do because they're like thorough. They're like a super curious person. They like watching, they like learning and observing and seeing how all the little bits and pieces work together and how it comes into a whole. So they may like request like, you might, know by this person because they like will request stuff or like do extra stuff that a normal client wouldn't, or a normal boss wouldn't. Just like over the top, like, and it's not in a micromanaging way. It's a very curious, like, how can I be better? What can I learn about this? How would this, and they do the same thing that you do, is like pulling different knowledge from different things to make their lives better. They know they're constantly improving on themselves just as you are. Like, how can I make this better? What can I do to be better? Fuck yeah. The gossip card fell out. In reverse. Shadow self. Thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. So literally, these people that did that, like, they may have been, like, digging up some shit, like, found pictures of you, like, blacked out drunk in college, or just, like, something unsavory, whatever. They just dug deep. They may have gotten, like, a private investigator. They're just, like, over the fucking top about this. Like, whether they're doing illegal stuff, hiring a PI, trying to dig up what they can on the dark web, just crazy ass shit. They may have even like installed cameras in your cubicle on your computer where they can like log in and like watch you in your office if you have like a separate office, that type of thing. Or there's always somebody watching you to like recording you, like just weird stuff, like trying to like expose you in any way. This has honestly helped you because this person has been watching them and watching them do all it, and they're just getting that this person's like amused. They're like, what the fuck? Like Like it's like watching a TV show for them. They're like, this is ridiculous. Like, and they've seen this a lot. I feel like they're very seasoned, very skilled, and like, they've seen it all. They're like, yeah, we've had a guy come in butt naked, drunk off their ass, and tried to work. They've seen it all. They've seen the crazy stuff. They probably have great stories. This person I get is very mercurial, so that they have that sharp mind and they have a lot of thoughts going on, but they like to talk too. So that might be like they tell a lot of stories. I'm getting they're very jovial for the most part. They might be like moody and quiet too, like just as we all are, but they're very like gregarious. Like they might have like a loud laugh, or like they can talk to anyone, they tell stories to anyone. They like, because they're so like quick-witted, sharp, detail-oriented, big picture. I'm getting like the Gemini archetype mixed with the Sagittarius archetype, like mixed into a person, like very fun, honest. Like that would be like the Sagittarius. Philosophical, like very like they can think deep. Dogmatic, so they're very like, they're either like really religious or like really, really spiritual, or they're like very open to learning about different stuff, different cultures. And that's like, the mix of Sagittarius and Gemini is like the very spinning mind, quick wit, loves to talk. They might have like like they mess with their hands a lot, or like bite their nails, or like they have like an oral fixation, or they mess with their hands a lot, I'm seeing. Or they've got to like, they click a pen a lot because they're like always thinking, they like get excited, and it's like I'm seeing like this person is like constantly collecting data. I'm like tapping into their energy. It's very fun. So they're like, I'm just seeing like numbers and images like constantly scanning. So they have like they're clairvoyant, so they see things. So they like are using their intellect and their ability to, which is like I said, they're cold, pragmatic, calculating, data collecting. They have that part some of themselves, but they're also very spiritual and connected and sensitive. So they're like watching all this data and like spinning around. It's like in the movies when they're like, they do like a montage of them figuring out a formula, and the formula is like over, it's like shadowed over them. So it's like, them like, hey, what do you think about this? And they're like writing stuff on a board, and it's like, the little triangles and the formulas are like going over the screen, like over them. That's what they can see. That's what they like visualize, is they're very clairvoyant. So they're seeing like, they're able to be present, but also they're like seeing what they need to be saying, and like they're seeing everything. They're what the data is like falling in front of them, and they're like very like, they're like, I don't know, I'm getting, they're very energized easily. This person might have like a tobacco, like smoking addiction, or I'm getting like caffeine, like that type of thing, like that very like they need something. I'm also getting someone like could eat like a lot of sugar or something, like they have like an unhealthy habit, but it's like they're fine from it, like somehow that might be just significant to you, because they need something to ground themselves. So they might have like this addiction of like smoking, or because they're so mercurial, and maybe they don't ground very well because they like, other things are so important to them that they forget to ground. So, and I'm seeing like you are very grounded. So like that's why this person wants to be like your companion. They want to work with you, because not only do you both share that like mercurial quick wit. Oh, I'm also getting with that Gemini, like the Gemini archetype, they have the ability to be two-faced, but like for the greatest good of all, like to catch these people, like they can be like play dumb really easy, or like oblivious, or like haha, like just being that gregarious, like loud person telling stories and stuff like that. Meanwhile, this person is like, while they're being like, yeah, telling like I'm getting like with the Sagittarius archetype, like telling a very like truthful, like funny, inappropriate story, just like not like they're saying like inappropriate stuff, but meanwhile like they're playing the Gemini archetype of like acting as like, oh, I'm just this, like just as you're seeing it. But while they're telling the story, they're collecting data on like what these people are like acting and how they're acting. This is how they keep tabs on people. They're able to like feel and absorb and like sense the energy, but they're also like seeing. So they have like that feeling, the claircognizance, just knowing, and like the clairvoyance. So they have like, they're very tapped in, whether they know it or not. But that's just how they operate. And I'm getting like both of you have that. Like, so you're this like super grounded person, and they see that, and like so you're able to help them, like you both have like strengths in other places, and you know, similar qualities as well, to where it's like, fuck yeah, what's up, oh, we like the same band, cool. I'm not saying it has to be like that, but I'm just saying like you have the similar qualities, the way you work, the way you operate. And I'm getting, so like since I'm talking faster and faster, like this is like, if you two like get into this companionship, or you know, into like working together and stuff like that, it's gonna be like bam 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 bam, and you become like friends, comrades, you know, whatever you want to call it. Like you become more acquainted. There's going to be a lot of back and forth, firing back and forth of like, oh, what about this idea, what about this idea, oh, that I like that, okay, like it's like you're fueling each other up. And whilst this person, like I'm getting like this person will juice you up and you'll ground that person, or you know, vice versa, whatever side you're on. And I did see 1111, so like 5 ones there, so like definite like wish fulfillment, new beginning, like that's for sure coming, because this person like sees that within you. They and honestly, all of this gossip and shit, like this person saw right through it. These people that went to the boss or this client, whatever, to sabotage you, they saw right through it, and they're just like doing their, you know, Sagittarius archetype, Gemini archetype on this person, or you know, Jupiter and Mercury mixed, like, so they're being, you know, very like sly and cunning, if you will, whilst acting like big and cumbersome and, you know, just loud and inappropriate at the same time. So, and this is how this person like can spot a brown noser, you know, immediately, like, and they can spot like a kiss ass, and they can spot like, they can see exactly why people do things, because they're always watching, they're always collecting data, and they just can feel the energy, they can sense it, they're very tapped in, whether they know it or not. That's just like how they operate. So they sense you, they sense like, just like, I almost see them like smiling and like being amused when somebody comes to like talk shit about you, because they're like, damn, like, thanks for telling me, yeah, no, yeah. And they're like, you know, they turn around and be like, they're like doing the little, you know, the sniper smirk, because they're so like, I'm just getting that they're like two-faced, but like in a way that benefits you. They're like, it's like they're playing dumb, or like, no, yeah, I totally get you. Or, you know, they may, they already know the full story when somebody comes in and like tries to like sabotage, and they're like, oh bitch, I've already been collecting data, and they're just like, oh really, okay, all right. They're very good at like doing both. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely getting, oh my god, bitch, what did I fucking say? They already knew the whole story. We have the detective that came out. This person is very good at collecting data. See how the person's like watching through the fucking book? They've been spying on everyone. And like, this is their jam. And I'm getting that they're also like learning that like by watching you, and like seeing like how you like bring in your spirituality and stuff like that into like what you do, and they see you living your purpose. They have like seen that within themselves. They're like, oh, I'm good at this, so I'm gonna do this more, even though it's like say it's a client that really doesn't need to be doing this. Like they could go on and with their life, and you know, yeah, you did the job, okay, I'm done. they could they're like doing extra work because they feel, because of what their strengths are, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out truth. They're like, this comes easy to me. And so they're using that. They're using that uh I guess just seeing their strengths, they're using all of their the dichotomy that they are. They're using that to, because they've been watching you and observing you and you're like living your purpose, they're finding that within themselves. So they're like going above and beyond even what they need to, just because they feel like it's necessary. Like they oh shit. Like it's, I'm supposed to be the hero, like this is how I can make a difference in the world. And because I'm getting that they're a very honest person, but they have the ability to be two-faced. And it's like they know how to like flex their shadow appropriately with that, like being two-faced thing. They know how to flex it, like to make it so they're still living in their like north node, if you will, but they know how to flex that like old part of themselves, their shadow part, their dark side, to like benefit others. So they're like, yeah, I'll play on some bullshit, like I'll let people think that they got me, I don't care. Like they're very confident within themselves because they know they can zoom in and zoom out, they can see the whole picture, they have that foresight. We have God in reverse. It says using power to control people. So they may have done that in the past, but they're also seeing the other people doing that to you. So that's what it is, because they've become aware of like who they were before, and they're like doing self-reflection, understanding themselves just as you are, just how you can, like, you may have been a really bad liar in the past, or you played games and just stuff like that. It's like a bullshitter can spot a bullshitter, and you've done the work on yourself. You're like, yeah, I don't want to be that person anymore. This person has done the same thing. So they're like it takes one to know one, essentially. And so they're like, you are properly using their shadow to like help others out, just as you are. And we have hedonist, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So I'm seeing this as like you bring this to them, because I'm seeing that as just like getting grounded. Like when you eat something, you get grounded. When you eat food, like when you're fasting, like you're very light, it's easy to like be like way in your head, or like kind of overthink things, stuff like that, and be very like clear-minded. That's my experience anyway. Obviously, if people like eat sugar all the time and like don't have their blood sugar like in control and like regulated, it'll make fasting is horrible, and you're like just brain fog the whole thing. Or having your gut bacteria not in shape, if you will, not balanced, or working on it at least, that will cause that. But I'm getting like if you're used to fasting and you have that like sharp mind and like clear, like just things feel clearer, and you can like pick up on a lot of stuff quicker. But when you eat something, and that's why you can easily pick up on like people's other like emotions and stuff like that. But like you're teaching them and helping them ground. It might just be you being around them, so you might have like more earth in your chart, or like you're just have this earthy I'm just getting like you're just easily in the, and this might be, you might be the opposite, like you might be on the other end, you might be the more heady, airy type, quick, fast, you're both quick and fast, but witted and sharp and detail oriented and stuff like that. But I'm getting you're more on the like the physical end, like you and this might just be like your practice of like you ground frequently, you clear your energy, so you help this person like feel more like in their body. And that might just be further when you become into this like union, this companionship, this business partnership thing, whatever you're doing. This is helping that person. Or they might feel that now, but they're not sure like what exactly is happening, but they like that, what they get. They might have like a different experience when they're around you versus like just them by themselves or other people. And they're not quite sure what that is yet. We have the Samaritan. In reverse, exacting appreciation and recognition for help you offer. And that's this person who, okay, so you may have also helped this person like become more tuned in and tapped in with their gifts, and their like intuition and stuff like that. So like, I'm getting like when you're around them, they're even more intuitive. Like say you're in the same building or like you're on the phone with them or something of the sort, there's some sort of interaction. I'm just getting like even on like the property, like say there's like a big property for wherever you work, it's like a big like factory or something. Just you being on property or like within their radius, they're like more intuitive. They can like get downloads easier and quicker. I'm also getting yeah, just like being on the phone or like even just a little bit of interaction, like they can, you, it's that grounding that you help them ground so they can like decipher what's an intuitive hit versus like just a random thought or somebody else's shit. Like you help them become more clear and precise with that Ace of Swords, to like understand, okay, that was somebody else's feeling, like that was somebody else's thought. It's like they're becoming more clear and like you're sharpening their gifts as well, and they're doing the same for you. I think I'm seeing it more as like they're making you faster, and and take it how it resonates. You might be on the other side of that, and you make them more like precise and clear, like just as you, like I said, like you were bringing all the parts together. Yeah, you were slow at first, but you were grounded. You were understanding all the material bits, all of the little giblets, and like, inspecting and writing it down. Okay, this is part 1, this goes here. This is part 2, that goes there, and it does this. Knowing all of the details, everything, how it works, and understanding that you had like control of that material part, and solidifying and having like oomph to it, like something backing its foundation. So you bring the foundation to this, so you're helping them sharpen their skills and bring foundation to it, and like their gifts, their skills, whatever, how they operate, and like what their intuition is, and like their downloads and their understanding. You ground that and put like stability, and you help them like trust it more, and they help you be more quick and fast and airy. So like I said, you could be on the other end of that, but I'm getting that there's this like partnership and understanding and recognition of each other, and that's how this connection works. And take it how it resonates. It could honestly be like I'm definitely getting, because I came into the reading with like a business partnership or like how you make money or something of the sort. It's just somebody like recognizing you, but it could be a partnership as well, like romance or whatever, like, but it could like start out business and go romantic. But yeah, they can smell out like, and you've helped them see who's on their bullshit with the Samaritan card in reverse. They know, like, they can smell out even further who's being a kiss ass and who's like just like, because there's a lot of people that are very good at putting the mask up because they're lying to themselves, essentially. This person, because you've helped them like bring a stronger foundation to their skills, and like I said, take it how it resonates. You may be on the other end, but then this just would make sense, whatever side you're on. They can smell out further. They're like, you're helping them read people even better, just as like they're giving you more efficiency, and like they're juicing you up and like fueling you up and giving you more energy. You're giving them more foundation and like solidifying everything. Like I'm going like when you first like for me, when I knew that I had like intuitive gifts or something of the sort, it helped to like get feedback when someone would be like, how did you know that? Or, whatever. That would help solidify and give me confidence in my skills. And you're doing that for them and like grounding it and giving like a strong foundation. Like that's that earthy, like material part of it. You're putting like material to it. You're putting weight to it versus it just being a concept or of like, oh, I think I'm this. And just as they're like juicing you up, they're giving you fuel, they're putting high performance parts on you now. And we have the Hermit in reverse. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Ooh, shit. So you help this person like be more open about their downloads. So like I said, they've been watching people and they like to observe and like understand the energy and stuff like that. So maybe like they knew that they had these gifts, or just knowing this inner knowing without like having like a material 3D proof of it. You've helped them like come out and start like just acting on these intuitive impulses and stuff like that, because like of how you are, like you might be more open, or you've helped them give like feedback on, they may have had this like inkling, like this is a person I want, this is a person I want to work with, they're the one. Like just knowing, seeing your your resume, your website, whatever, and they're like, yes, this is the person I want. I know it. I don't know why. I just know it. This is the guy. This is the gal. This is the person. This is the one. This is the person I'm going to give my money to. This is a person I'm going to work with, however it is, client, whatever, boss, however it works for you. They just knew it. They had this like clear cognizant, just understanding without any 3D explanation or backing. And you, by showing up as the person that you are, have like strengthened their intuition. They're like, holy shit, okay, we're on it. They have proved everything that I assumed, and had this like inkling, this understanding of what this is, who they are. Yeah, fuck yeah. Anything else? Come heavy or don't come at all. Child eternal. Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. You're helping, I'm seeing a few things. You're helping this person, or they are you, I'm seeing it both ways, heal like childhood trauma in some way. I'm also seeing that this person is seeing these saboteurs and like the energy that it's always been of like getting, sabotaging others, or like highlighting your stuff and like highlighting their mistakes to make yourself look better. They're seeing that you've helped them see that that's like an old way of being, an immature way of being, and that there's plenty for all, and that all people can, instead of acting out of that lack mindset, there's only this limited amount of like winnings or money or rewards, whatever, awards for this, like recognition. They're seeing that like you've helped them understand, and they may have been like this before, but if there's like, it's for both of you to like really get into that abundant mindset, like there's winnings for all, there's good for all. And they're seeing that really because of how different you are, and they recognize there's that soul recognition there with that person. That's really highlighting the negative and like dark shadow stuff that these other people are operating out of, the saboteurs. Yeah, and we have servant, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. What I say, like acting out of that lack mindset, operating and you might be healing that person too. Like maybe like they become a better person since they've come in contact with you. I'm getting also, and like you also, like they're helping you. Being around them is helping you be better as a leader, and trusting your, I'm getting like you trust your intuition more than you trust your intellect, but you're able to trust your intellect also. Like you're getting more confidence of like what you know already versus like for the physical stuff, which is interesting because like you're grounding for this person, and they're like they juice you up and make you more quick, and but like you trust your intuition more and they trust their intellect more, so it's like that perfect like puzzle piece. Like this is a soul connection. You know, it's a, you know, they're a soulmate of yours. You know, they're part of your soul family. You're meant to work and work with these people. It's divinely orchestrated. Oh damn. Oh damn. And then my back popped. That was awesome. Bitch, what I fucking say? Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. They're taking you under their wing, and you are doing the same. Like you're both learning from each other. And we had this card, bitch. So I had this oracle deck just chilling. I didn't plan on using it, but I had it out just in case. You're both star seeds. You both have and see how it's like a twin person, like they're us sharing the same shirt. It's like conjoined twins. I'm seeing that. So you, whatever light being you associate with this person, I'm gonna pull off my alien deck. Whatever light being you associate with, like say like the Lemurians or you know whatever, they are part of that same like origin. Like back way back, you know, lifetimes ago, many lifetimes ago. They are from the same like galaxy that you're from, like whatever. They're a starseed just as you. They're, you know, they have light being history, like blood, DNA within them, you know, lifetimes and lifetimes ago. They were from the same like galaxy, or you know, I can't think of the word, constellation. Like they're from the same, wherever you were from, like where you originate and come from, like whatever you associate with. Oh shit. They're from that as well. And you like see how like there's Saturn, like they're from the same place that you're from. And that's why like you both like have that like whoa, because you're both freaking starseeds. Damn, that's some crazy shit, man. Yo. Damn, that's some wild ass shit. And they're gonna be getting you paid. Like they have a way to make money moves for you. Whether it's them giving you your money, giving them your money. Wait, them giving you their money, like as a client or a boss, like they know how to make money moves for you because they recognize that you are something different, baby. Because it takes one to know one. It takes a weirdo to know a weirdo. And that's what it is. You're both from the same, you're both like starseeds from whatever, the same galaxy or whatever you want to call it, wherever you come from, wherever you like both originate from many lifetimes ago. And like you both get downloads and like light codes from or whatever. You're both from the same thing. Wow. Yo, motherfucker, the Arcturians, y'all are from if you resonate with that, you both like get downloads from the Arcturians. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. Yeah, y'all like get like light codes, downloads from these light beings from these incredible like star seeds. And like you are both of that. You come from that, and you also communicate and like get channel messages from these people. This oh my goodness. Let's see. And it's number 6, so that's the Lover's card. So like you're a companionship, like you're meant to be in this person's life. Oh my god, that's some wild ass shit, man. I have shit. I have shit my pants. Arcturians are from the Boots constellation, 36.7 light years away. They are a 5th and higher dimensional civilization and are the most advanced ETs of our Milky Way galaxy. Bitch. What I fucking say, y'all are fucking channeling that shit from both of them. Y'all came from that, okay? Arcturians are non-polarized and anchor in conscious awareness of radiant love and healing and compassion. Arcturians find third dimensional space and time a harsh space to experience. However, they have the capacity to change lower third dimensional frequencies by alchemy, transmuting them into higher frequencies for a period of time. Y'all. Oh my god. So both of y'all are like in crazy ass alchemists. And that's like why you're gonna be like, it's gonna be a good connection. Damn, this is heavy hitter shit right here. Arcturians operate within the advanced violet bandwidth of frequencies, which assists them to remain peaceful and connected to all. Without the loving frequency, it is not possible to enter 5th dimensional portals. Yo, and you both have honest hearts. You work with the light. This is like a destined ass fucking, it's written in the damn stars. They are gentle, private, and a quiet race overall, and are amazing time travelers of the universe. With the finest starships and the state-of-the-art crystal-driven technology, they do not use primitive computer-generated technology. They operate and navigate their ships purely through auras and consciousness energy. Hence, y'all are like juicing each other up and making each other better people because you're operating with this higher vibration. Like you and this person, client, boss, whatever, are raising each other's vibration by interacting with each other and just being around each other. Hence, like I said earlier, damn, I am shitting my pants. I have shit my fucking pants, y'all. Like, this is wild. Hence, I said earlier, you just being in the same vicinity or like sending an email, text, whatever, helps this person become more intuitive. It like sharpens their skills just as they help you with whatever. They juice you up, they give you energy. Arcturians vary in size, some tall, others very small. Their skin colors vary from a range of blue tones to green. They have found telekinesis and no sicknesses. They have profound telekinesis and no sicknesses at all. Which, like I said, they can juice you up and you help them ground. Like, so they might be a person that like never gets sick and like you like take on a lot of 3D stuff. So like you both like help each other. Like they can like pull that stuff out of you and like juice you up, and like you can like ground them and be like more in the moment, because they might just like get a lot of downloads and be like way up here. Damn. Also, I'm getting, bitch, like I said, okay, so like, you know how I said like Sagittarius, Gemini energy? This person might be your opposite sign. So like if you're a Taurus, they're a Scorpio. Or if you're a Capricorn, they're a Cancer. If you're a Leo, they're an Aquarius. If they're a Gemini, they're a Sagittarius. You know, like those opposite signs. That might be possible. I don't know. It's just interesting because I'm getting that it's like you have this like easily like you complement each other and have strengths, and it like works really well. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. You find out this person is like your opposite sign, and you're like, bitch, what? Arcturians have extensive wisdom and cosmic knowledge. The Arcturians were historically responsible for assisting the Pleiadians into ascended awareness during their collective consciousness shifts. Yo, so they're like the leaders of that. The crop circles' elaborate sacred geometry designs are usually the work of the Arcturian frequency technology. Arcturians choose to terminate their physical life through agreed contracts for the highest development of their advanced species well-being at around the age of 400 Earth years. Wow. So like this person, both of you like help each other have like no fear, and like I see you're like juicing each other up. And like you just like this, there's gonna be this like just understanding, like, okay, well, if I may have to quit, or we might have to end this like contract, and they're like, oh yeah, totally, like they get it. And like I see that like even if it stops being like a business thing, you're gonna remain like acquainted or friends with this person. Like this person's gonna be in your life for a really, really long time, because you are like, it's written in the stars. All right, the card meanings. Wisdom keepers, feeling safe, concern, coherent, prudent, emotional, intelligence, deep, quiet, achiever. Bitch, what the fuck did I say earlier? That was a long time ago. But you're in a quiet achiever. You are the sleeper. You may have been at the back of the pack, but now you're like right in the front, baby. Heavy hitter. Come heavy or don't come at all. Trial and error. You've been experimenting. Mad scientist. Listening, sensible, soul-searching, reserved, confidant, friend. This person is going to be that for you. You're going to have a very important relationship, whether it's romantic or just business or friendship, whatever. Mentor. Like I said, mentor. Both of you are mentoring each other and helping each other. Insightful, rational, conscientious. I really see you two coming together and working together. It doesn't have to be like romantic or anything. You are just going to make a difference in the workforce, in the world. There's a reason why you're interacting with this person, and like they were placed in your life and vice versa. Like you were meant to cross paths to become friends, co-workers, whatever. It was meant to happen this way. And this is like the reversed meaning, but this just might be stuff to look out for. Cagey, uptight, bitchy, flippant, irresponsible, irrational, and superstitious. So that might just be stuff to look out for, like maybe you might have towards this person and they might have towards you, and that's just stuff that you're gonna have to like undo together. But I don't see that being a really big issue. Like you both are heavy hitters. You both live in the truth, live in the light, work with the light. You have control over your shadow. You do self-inquiry, and you get these freaking light codes, these light downloads, you channel divine wisdom from the Arcturians, and you are both from that lineage, if you will. I don't, the best way to put it, like you have that DNA within you, like from many, 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 many lifetimes ago. Holy shit, babes. Oh my God, I didn't think it was gonna go that long, but this has been an incredible reading. I hope this was super helpful. I mean, I don't even know where to, I don't want to end it, but damn, I really enjoyed this. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope, I look forward to seeing your comments about like all of this, and what your personal story is on this and what you're experiencing with that. And come back to this message and leave a comment on it if it happened, or however it's playing out for you. I thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your donations. Thank you for your likes, subscribes, sharing the messages. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and commenting and interacting with the channel. I love you all so much. Thanks for doing the work, and thanks for making this world a better place and a higher vibration, frequency. Thank you for doing that. You're doing a great job. I love you all so much. Okay, bye.